with any project, the first thing you do is breadboard everything up and make sure it works fine, and that's what I've done here. The laser rangefinder module is plugged into the breadboard, and it's working, doing its thing right now. There's 4 wires to interface to this, as you see right there. There's a voltage, 5 volts, there's ground, then there's serial in, serial out. You communicate with it serially simply by sending the character R, and then you wait for the return, which comes back in millimeters, and there it is. Right now that object is 191 millimeters from that teeny tiny little camera right there. Believe it or not, that's a little camera module. And there's the cool badge that says Danger Will Robinson Laser Radiation. This was designed by Joe Grand, by the way, Grand Idea Studios, and it will be available on the Parallax website very soon, sometime in July or August, they tell me. Right now it's in beta test phase, and I have one to beta test here. I have board number 3. Thanks a lot, Joe. I have it connected to a Arduino, one of the first generation DHMILAs, and it's doing just fine. Roy Eltham helped me out with the code for that. Thanks a lot, Roy. I added the code to do the work for the LCD. That was pretty simple. This LCD comes from Element 14. It's one they sent to me to review. So here we go. Here's the review on this LCD. When you turn it on, it works. Yay! It's just a reflective LCD. 4 lines, 16 by 4, 16 characters, 4 lines. You can hook up a potentiometer to change the contrast. There's no backlight. I kind of wish there was, but that's probably available on another model. Here's the website page on Element 14. It's made by Lumex. There's the part number, picture of the device, and the price. $21 if you buy one. Of course, the price always goes down the more you buy with electronic components. It didn't come with the data sheet. I kind of wish they would have done that. I would recommend that they do that. I think you should ship things with a data sheet. That way when you open the box you know what everything is. You don't have to go searching for it. But I had to go searching for it. I found it here on the page and I printed it out. It's right there. It gave me the pinouts and the dimensions, the usual data sheet stuff. So anyway, there it is. For a little over $21 you have a 16 by 4 LCD from Element 14. Alright, so all this stuff has to go in a couple of enclosures. The laser rangefinder is going to go in this small enclosure here, and then the Arduino and the LCD will go in that larger enclosure. That will mount up in the front of my car on the dash, so I'll have a readout. This one mounts on the bumper, and you got it. When I'm backing up, I'll get a readout of how close I am to an object. That'll be kind of cool. It's all together now. It's ready to have the top put on. I thought you might want to get a close-up of all the wiring. There it is. Everything connected to the LCD. We've got an on-off switch. We've got a contrast potentiometer, the alert speaker, and this is now behind a piece of acrylic. Okay, the program is operational. It's running and pointed at the wall over there. You can see it reflecting off the door. And I've got the box cover back on. And there it is, distance in millimeters, 1,814. The laser range finder. There's the on-off switch. We have a contrast knob. Pretty basic stuff there, just contrast. So now we need to put it in the car and do some testing, and that'll be tomorrow morning. Well, as you can see, there it is, blinking away. Mounted to the back of the car. And the cable runs in the car up to the front, and there it is mounted on the dash, temporarily mind you, right above my stereo, reading out distance. And it's about, let's see, it's about 12 feet to that wall from here. You can see the laser blinking. And at 12 feet, it's about 19 inches off the ground. I figure that's pretty good. That's out of harm's way of shooting this thing into anyone's eyeballs. Maybe a dog or cat. Doubtful, because they're going to run out of the way. But there it is. It's time to go out and do some testing. Well, it's a good little rangefinder in indoor lighting conditions, but right away I've run into a little problem outdoors. The laser's not quite bright enough to overcome all the ambient light outside, so there may be a solution to this. Okay, another possible solution I got here. I took a red Sharpie marker and colored the clear acrylic that goes over the top of the camera. Just in the camera section only. So we'll see what that does for things. Let's give it a try. Alright, in front of the garage of my house, it's a white garage door, and it's already looking better than it was before. .5 meters, looking good. 1.6, 1.8, 1.7, 1.8, and we still got it. Still hanging in there. 1.8. Let's go a little more. Sometimes when it moves around as it's trying to make a read, it can't always. That's about the limit, I'd say. Dropping in and out at 2 meters. Go a little further. I can get 2.4 meters in the house, ideal conditions. Still getting some readings. Granted, they're a little sketchy, but it's way better than it was before with the red filter. Red filter helps out a whole lot. Looks like we're right on the fringe. I'm impressed I'm getting this far of a reading outside. Come on, one more, baby. Nope, that looks like that's about it. About 2.3 meters. Not bad at all. Definitely not bad at all. So that works out pretty good with that red filter on there. Did the trick. All right. So I've got some code working here with the help of Roy Eltham. Thanks, Roy. He's been my C code guru lately. And what it is a little thing that activates the speaker that I put in here. And it's an if statement I was having some trouble with. But anyway, when it gets below 1 meter, as I back up closer, when we get below 1 meter, the alarm will go off. And there we go, letting you know that you are indeed within 1 meter of the object. Awesome. Okay, so what's it all mean? What's it come down to? Well, the laser rangefinder that Joe Grand designed is pretty awesome, actually. It does a great job. Indoor light, it's pretty flawless. It measures all the way down to 150 millimeters, all the way out to 2.4 meters. And I'm using an Arduino with a really slow processor. I've been told it's much better on the propeller. And it's going to be from Parallax, so it makes sense that it would work better on the propeller. But I think it's going to make a really good robotics sensor, and if you wanted to use it for other applications outdoors, it is possible. You add the red filter, and I've shown here that it will work in outdoor conditions much better. It filters out all that background, and it makes the red just seem brighter to the overall image. So look forward to that. Sometime July or August I'll do another project with the laser rangefinder then on a robot. And until then, keep on hacking. Hey, Seamus, you look like you got the right idea. It's hot out here.